So the first thing you want to go ahead and do is heat up a skillet and add 2 tablespoons of ghee to it. And this is actually very healthy. It's especially good for young kids as an after school snack. And since summer's coming up, it would be perfect to just have in the house for a to go snack. So after the ghee melts, you want to go ahead and add 1 cup of rava or semolina. That's the brand we used. And then just a pinch of salt. And we're doing this over medium heat. One thing you need to make sure is it doesn't matter if the rava is roasted or unroasted, you would still have to do this process. So go ahead and get it on medium, and you just want to toast it for about 5 minutes. After the pan gets really hot, you can go ahead and lower the heat to low and just move it around in the pan. Just toast it for about 5 minutes, and you just want to go ahead and set it aside. You don't need to get this browned. It can just be this color, which is like a off-white color. And next thing we're going to do is go ahead and toast some cashews and raisins. So we're just putting a little bit of ghee. You can put as little or as much as you want. First, you want to go ahead and toast the cashews and then add the raisins. And then you just want to go ahead and set that aside. We're actually doing that on high heat for the cashews and turned it to low once we added the raisins. You can add the amount that you want. Some people like a lot of nuts and fruits in their laddu and some people don't. So it's up to you what your family likes. You can make it that way. Then you want to put the other pan that you use for roasting the rava back on the stove and add 3/4 cup sugar and 1/4 cup water. You're just going to make some sugar water, and you want to go ahead and put the heat on low and then add 3/4 cup grated coconut and just a pinch of salt, and the heat is still on low, and you just want to go ahead and get this to melt a little bit. And the reason you're doing this with the coconut is so the rava laddu won't spoil too soon. So if you cook the coconut, the rava laddu will be shelf stable longer. So if you're just planning to use it the same day or the next day, you don't have to cook the coconut. But just to be safe, and you know how sometimes you'll have a lot of leftovers, so this way it'll still be safe to eat even after a few days. And once the coconut is cooked, you want to go ahead and add a teaspoon of crushed cardamom, just the seeds. And the heat is still on low, and at this point you want to go ahead and add the raisins and the cashews to the coconut sugar mix and go ahead and mix it, give it a good mix there. Then we're going to go ahead and add the toasted rava. The heat is still on low. We haven't turned the stove off yet. So we're going to go ahead and give it a real good mix. And the challenge of making this is you have to make these little balls while the rava is still hot, because if you don't, it'll just crumble. So if you notice that it's beginning to crumble and the mix is too cold or getting warm, then you just want to go ahead and add a little bit of hot water to it, and that'll make it form the balls real easy.